Former England captain and Sky Sports anchor David Gower received an honorary doctorate from the University of Winchester for his contribution to sport. The stylish left-hander, capped 117 times by England in Test matches, is one of English cricket's most prolific run scorers of all time. I spoke to David about his doctorate, Hampshire and his career.
It's a lovely moment. It's always nice, I say, to be recognised whenever it comes. This is obviously, 15, 20 years beyond my sporting career, but I like to feel that actually it's the right place to be because it recognises sport. We're recognising the other sides of sport, i.e. what I do now with television and broadcasting. And I hope it implies that over those 30 years or so of sport and broadcasting, I've set a couple of decent standards, which have been recognised here today.
Obviously, you're from local area as well, Romsey. What does Winchester mean to you? Have you had any previous history with the area?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you one thing, I got married in this cathedral. So that was a pretty special day, and that went beautifully, so I'm hoping today will go just as beautifully. But I love the area. I mean, when I came to Hampshire 20 years ago, almost exactly, to play for the county, it was with two things in mind. One, to finish off a career on hopefully a good note, and there were a couple of trophies to back that up. Secondly, to put down those roots, to settle, because I've always loved Hampshire, but having been a travelling man, still am, I suppose, to a large degree, it's a question of where you decide to put down those roots. Here was the place. We've done that ever so happily. Our family has been brought up in the area as Hampshire people. They know no different. And we're nicely placed. Romsey's a lovely market town, Winchester's beautiful. We have easy access to both.
Obviously, picking up this doctorate, how does it compare to things you've previously had in your career? Obviously, captaining England, winning the Ashes, 85, 86, scoring 18 Test hundreds for England. How's it rank up?
Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, the career statistics are slightly ahead. Things like winning an Ashes series as captain, that takes not just a couple of minutes worth. That was a big summer. It was 3 or 4 months of work through that particular summer of '85, and I suppose you can add on the previous few attempts, the build up to the whole thing in the first place. So that's a pinnacle of sorts, and professionally that was pretty much my peak as a captain, because I got a lot of runs in the series too, so that was absolutely ideal. A doctorate is recognition of things like that, but a lot more besides. But I've got to be honest, I have to go with the playing highlights as the genuine highlights.
And finally, how much are you looking forward to meeting the students here today of picking up graduation hats, if you like?
Well, if they're, I'm going to say I'll be sweeping up afterwards. Apparently that's part of the deal. A long stick, a broom, a big bin liner to pick up everything that's been thrown away. But no, all I want to say to them is congratulations. Obviously they've done the courses here, got their degrees. I've not sat down here for the last 3 years at my desk penning away furiously, I confess that. The question is what happens next, and I want to wish them well, but smile your way through is always my motto, and see what happens next.
Thank you for your time, David.
Pleasure.